I'm very excited to share with you today about a next generation tool for agencies called the Teacher Portal. It allows teachers to view assessments, student data, and classes using a colorful, intuitive, web-based tool. In the past, agencies have commented there are so many reports in TOPS Pro Enterprise, it's too much to dig through for a typical adult ed instructor. So they created processes where other people run reports for teachers, which creates bottlenecks at the end of each semester. Teachers want to know which students have accumulated enough instructional hours and are ready for a post-test, and to run competency reports for their entire class or individual students. Teacher Portal will let you do that. Let's log in. Each teacher has their own user ID and password to Teacher Portal. The data that they see and what they are allowed to edit is completely customizable by their agency data manager. I'll start by showing a full-featured view of the product and then explain ways that an agency could fine-tune or limit access, perhaps allowing only read-only access or to hide attendance collection, depending on your agency's individual needs. Here I am logged in as Janice to a fictitious Rolling Hills Adult School database. In the current program year, I have 3 classes that I've been teaching, one of which is still active. You'll notice as I move my mouse around the screen, it pops up little help messages. It also allows me to do things like sort on different criteria, such as name or start and end date. You can also view your list of classes using what we call the card view. This is more effective for some people, especially for larger classes. Let's pick a class and go through some of the different features that are included. As I click on different things, you'll notice that the purple bar over here called the navigator expands and contracts. When I look at my classes, I can see things like the dashboard, the class attendance, and the class reports. Let's go through all 3 of these separately. The class dashboard summarizes what this group of students in this class have achieved so far in the current program year. It includes information such as pre-test, post-test, and the number of students that actually have paired tests in this class. The class reports go into more detail and allow you to look at things like the class performance by content standards or by competency. Here, there's a total of 12 tests, and it shows the number of items and the percent correct. I can navigate back and forth using the purple bar to go back and run a different report, such as the content standard description. Up in the top right, you can view as a PDF, print this report, or download it to your hard drive. If you view it as a PDF, it opens a second window here inside of your browser. You'll notice from the class dashboard, some of the reports can be run by simply clicking once on the icon that looks like a little piece of paper. Here you can run a class enrollment report that shows the students and their total hours accumulated in class this year. Let's take a moment to look at the class attendance as well. Here it shows the 3 students that are still active in the class, and it shows that time is logged for Thursday, June the 8th. If you click on the up-down button in the top right corner, you can see the settings that are present in TOPS Pro Enterprise in the class instance. Here it's scheduled as a Thursday class as distance learning minutes of 180 per session. It's very easy to save them and fill them. If we go back to a prior week where there isn't any attendance, such as the week of May 22nd, you simply click on Fill, Instructional Minutes, and Save up at the top. We added a handy feature called Print and Sign. If you're a paper-based organization and the teacher needs to submit that the attendance hours are accurate, you click on Print and Sign, go ahead and send it off to the printer, and it shows the hours that the students attended and a place for you to sign it. Let's look a little bit further into my students for this particular class. Let's pick a student, Erica, and you'll notice that the navigator has expanded. This shows a dashboard for Erica that includes a pre-test and post-test in both reading and listening. It shows the gain and the hours since the last time she tested. This is communicating simultaneously with TOPS Pro Enterprise. It's an immediate display of that data. If the teacher has permission to view things like demographics and educational progress, you can click through this information. Perhaps you want to update a phone number or an email address. You can click on Edit and change the phone number and click Save. Educational progress is similar. It would show things like test scores, results, goals, and interests. Here in the assessments view, this is fabulous. It allows a teacher to look up competency and content standard reports for an individual student with simply one click. Let me demonstrate. For listening for Erica, you can click to see the student performance by competency report. And there it is. Or I can go back to the assessments view and click content standards. And there's that report. You'll notice also that as I was going through the various reports, there are places up at the top, like at the gray bar in the class reports, where you can do different kinds of customization, like break on form level. That means I want to insert a page break after each test form. And you don't have to click generate. It just does it while you're watching the report. Finally, let me talk a little bit about the customization features. Up at the top here, we've got different sizes of fonts. Maybe you want to see things. I'm running currently using a large font, but we also have medium and small fonts. So that changes the way that your displays look right there. You can also go into settings and you can define what your preferences are, like remembering the views or the sort orders or the filters that you choose. It's got an inactivity timeout for your browser. So if you step away, it'll automatically log you out. It's got other settings about list view and card view, which I showed you already. You can choose the name format, such as last name, first name, or first name, last name, and print options, whether or not you want to include an ID. Let's just say you want to hide the student names on your reports. You can do that and click that there and go up to the top and hit save. There are some additional appearance and color choices, also the number of records per page, day of the week, if you want to start the day of the week in the attendance module on a Sunday or a Monday, and if you want the header to be expanded or collapsed. Along the lines of some of the customization, we added a button here which says switch to dark mode. This is very different, but some agencies really like this view, so we included it in the general release for Teacher Portal. So I'm back to my classes, and when I'm all done, I simply go up to the top and log out. And there we are. So that's your quick view of the new CASAS Teacher Portal. If you have any questions, please reach out to techsupport@casas.org, and they can provide you with frequently asked questions, document, some how-to guides, and get you started right away. Thank you again, and thanks for choosing CASAS Assessments.